This is the egress window that we added for the Ottawa basement apartment. So now when you're doing an egress window, you have to have a window well if it's below grade, and the window well has to be 39 inches from the wall to the inside of the window well. So it's 39 inches, that's a meter. And another thing that's required is normally that you drill a hole, or you dig a hole down to the weeping system and puts a big old drain pipe and fill it with gravel. Now in this case, this house doesn't have a weeper. How do we know that? Because we already fixed a crack on the driveway side, and we had to dig down, and we were going to be putting a drain in there, and there was no weeping system installed on this house. So putting a drain in this window well is not a good idea. It's actually a really bad idea, because then you're just actually allowing all the water that lands in this window well to drain directly down to your footing, and then you're just going to have water sitting there and possibly seeping in, or maybe even freezing at certain times of year. So what do? I mean, you have to put a window well in, but you don't want water getting down to your footing. So instead, what I recommend doing, what I normally do if there's no weeper, rather than putting a weeping system in, which is very costly and it involves digging up your entire foundation and perimeter of your entire house and having somewhere to direct the water to, what you want to do is just actually slope the bed of your window well away from the wall, just like you would grading your surface topsoil around the property. Normally you grade it about 1/4 inch per foot or 1/2 inch per foot away from the foundation. So you're just basically going to do the same thing, just dig it slowly, slightly sloped, or even more aggressively sloped in this case, because you really want to make sure it gets away. The soil, slope it away from the house, and dig fairly deep along the outer edge of the window well. Then line it with some landscaping cloth, some drainage cloth, and then fill that area with gravel. So at least if water lands in the window well, it's not gonna sit against the foundation. It's gonna run down, and it's gonna go deep down there and hopefully dissipate into the ground soil, rather than dissipating into your basement. So when you're out 39 inches from the wall, that's quite a reasonable distance for water to be draining down into the soil. So there shouldn't be any issues. I've never had any issues doing it this way. It seems to work pretty well. So that's what I recommend if you are putting a window well in and there's no weeping system to connect the drain into. So there you go. Okay, I've completed the window well, and I filled it with all the gravel we need, and I've just been doing some parging cement around the window, just to fill the gap and to give the windowsill a bit of a slope as well, and that way the gap that remains can actually be caulked with thermoplastic exterior caulking. It'll probably need one more coat of parging cement actually before I caulk it, but that's what it looks like. And it is 7:30 and it's Friday and I'm here alone. But to anybody that doubts when you see me in these videos, if I'm working or if I just work for a few minutes and then I leave or something like that, that's not how it is. I've been here all day by myself, and it's Friday and I'm here at 7:30. I could have left hours ago if I wanted to be lazy and finish this another day, but this job is wrapping up, so I want to get it done. I've got a very important project that I'm starting Monday, so can't be working here Monday, and I'll tell you about that project next week. I'm going home and I'm drinking some delicious Mill Street Organic lager.